When it comes to immigrants in the United States, Donald Trump's message towards them has been crystal clear since day one. He does not want you here. Whether it's documented immigrants or undocumented immigrants, through rhetoric or through actual policy, he's doing everything in his power to make sure that the number of immigrants in the United States is lower and lower year after year. That's what he's trying to do. His latest target is international college students. Can you believe that? He's attacking international college students. The Hill has the story here. ICE tells students on visas they must leave U.S. if schools go online only. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, announced Monday that international students in the U.S. whose schools switch to online classes for the fall semester will have to leave the country or risk violating their visa status. Under the new rule, foreign nationals enrolled in U.S. educational institutions will have to leave the country unless part of their course load this fall is taken in person. The Student and Exchange Visitor Program, SEVP, had allowed for foreign students to take their spring and summer 2020 courses online while remaining in the United States in response to the pandemic. SEVP, the institution that sets the rules for student visas, is run by ICE, which is generally dedicated to immigration enforcement. In its announcement, SEVP said foreign students who do not transfer to in-person programs and remain in the United States while enrolled in online classes could face, quote, immigration consequences, including but not limited to the initiation of removal proceedings. Students taking in-person programs will be allowed to remain in the country, while schools with hybrid online/in-person courses will be required to certify their programs are not entirely online. So this is one of those Trump initiatives where at first I'm just like, why? Why is this something that Donald Trump would do? But then you remember his xenophobia, then you remember his anti-immigration rhetoric, and then it becomes crystal clear. He just wants to be cruel to anyone that is an American. That's the simple explanation for this, and it seems like the right one. So you have to understand that many students come to the United States each year in order to attend colleges. You also, I'm sure, are aware that we're experiencing a global health crisis where it's not really advised that you stay in large groups of people. That's kind of frowned upon these days. So what colleges and universities have done in response to this global health crisis is switch their classes to online only. That way you don't have to have face-to-face interaction with anybody. Harvard just announced that all of their courses in the fall semester of 2020 are going to be online. So what does that mean for an international student that currently lives in the United States and has been living here through the course of their college education? They're going to be deported. That's what that means. Their visas are going to be revoked and they have to go home. They have to go home. So why is it that you're just kicking out students who have temporarily made the United States their homes, have already signed lease agreements for the fall semester most likely? How is it that you're then going to say, all right, you have to leave the country just because your classes are online? What difference does it make that their classes are in person or online if they're attending the same exact college? This just goes to show that cruelty is the point. It's been said over and over and over again. Cruelty is the point. The point of Donald Trump's administration is to demonize these people, to make them out to be villains for whatever reason. For his xenophobia, for his nationalistic rhetoric, for whatever reason, he's just doing it, and it's hurting actual people. And you want to know how you know this is just done for the cruelty purposes of this? Because this initiative, this new rule, states that even if people are in the middle of semester in-person classes and the college decides that, all right, there's been too much face-to-face interaction, from this middle point of the semester, all classes will now be online in order to keep each other safe. Those international students are also at risk of being deported. In the middle of a semester, they could be deported just because of some rule that their college initiated that they have no control over. A rule that's done for the best care of the students enrolled in their colleges. They can be deported. That's a big FU to the international student community. A big screw you. A big we don't care about you. We don't care about your friends or your family living here. We don't care that you signed a year-long lease and you're returning to a country in which you don't have work, in which you don't have an apartment, in which you don't have a home. We don't care. That's what this administration is saying here. And it's clear. It's clear this is done out of straight xenophobia. Crystal clear. Cruelty is the point here. And unless this rule is reversed somehow, these international students are going to have a hard, difficult time ahead of them. Just why? Ask yourself why. Just why is this a thing that he's doing? It's no wonder that the number of international students coming to the United States each year has been decreasing since the 2015-2016 school year. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Agree or disagree, and if you disagree that this policy is nothing but a big screw you to the international student community, screw you. Follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with the revolution. We are now on Twitter. And subscribe to join the political revolution against mainstream media. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, they're bought and paid for. Independent progressive media is the path forward. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.